Jumping into the river of consciousness, how a dream sparked my calling to help others awaken their inner goddess. The idea came to me in a dream. I was in a hotel room in Philadelphia preparing to take my son to a football camp the next day. I'm not someone who regularly remembers dreams, and I'm definitely not an avid journaler, but that morning I woke up with something different. My fingers reached for my phone and I started typing. At that moment, I knew. This dream wasn't just a passing thought, it was a message. And somehow, even before I knew when or how, I knew I was going to see it through. In the dream, I felt like I was immersed into what I can only describe as the river of all consciousness. Ideas were flowing through me as I drifted between sleep and waking. It was like puzzle pieces snapping into place. So many parts of my life suddenly made sense. This moment happened during a time when I had formally accepted my spiritual path. I'd been on it all along, but now I was leaning in with intention, seeking, questioning, remembering. As I searched for content that resonated with me, I noticed something. Where were all the women? Women's voices in spiritual spaces were hard to find, and when they did speak, they were often marginalized or dismissed. At the same time, I kept receiving the same messages in meditation. Embrace your goddess energy. Teach your daughter to be a goddess. Help others reclaim their feminine power. Now, I don't use the word goddess lightly. For me, it doesn't mean power over others, it means power within. A goddess is someone who has remembered her essence. She listens. She trusts. She acts from deep knowing. That dream revealed my next step. Create a podcast or something like it where I speak to people from all walks of life, where we explore moments when they followed a divine nudge, listened to a dream, or trusted their intuition, and it changed everything. Just a few days later, my daughter was introducing herself to someone new, and without thinking, I encouraged her to say, "I'm a goddess in training." It was a spontaneous comment, but it landed like a lightning bolt. That was it. Goddess in training. That was the name. Time passed, and other opportunities called for my attention. I wasn't recording episodes just yet, but I was living the values. I was learning to abandon logic and convention and trust the inner voice that was always there, patiently waiting for me to listen. And the more I did, the more beautiful and aligned my life became. Even while launching a resort in Costa Rica, even after being catapulted into an executive role in my day job, the podcast kept knocking at the door of my awareness. Eventually, I moved my family to a new town where I met an amazing community of people exploring the metaphysical. I went to a class on mediumship, and the instructor shared a message she received from my guides. You're meant to share your story. You're meant to help others tell theirs. And so, here I am. I hope this work contributes to the growing wave of mindfulness, spiritual awakening, and intuitive living that's rising in the world. More and more people are remembering there's something deeper, something true and ancient and wise living inside all of us. Maybe this is your nudge. Maybe it's time for you to step into the river too.